Hi, it's Evan Roberts at Royal Pianos Houston near Hobby Airport here, and we have a 1969 Yamaha U1 upright piano in stock from Japan. It's interesting actually, this one has this kind of bevel here on the cabinet. Obviously that's nothing to do with the sound or design structure inside, but just a little detail. And I think that's the only difference design wise. There's a few marks on it we can try and improve, but like there's some white here that we could probably either polish off or color in. There's also a little bit of white here under here. The name is a little bit, tiny bit clouded out. We're going to try and touch that up. And apart from that, it's in good condition overall. Obviously some minor scratches here and there from its age. We've polished up some of the brasses, as you can see here. Internally, it's in good condition. It's original parts from 1969, and we haven't. I'm just going to do kind of a basic assessment of it now because I have not been in the shop for a couple of weeks on holiday. So as you can see, the original hammer is like, the shape is good. From what I can see, the shape of the original hammer is good. It's round, it's got the original round shape, and there's a little bit of play in them, but nothing major. Could be refaced, but I doubt it would improve the sound very much whatsoever, or if anything. Has a Celeste rail, which is for soft playing, for quiet playing, and the dampers all functional. Which is good. One thing you may have noticed, if you haven't already, is that dampers stop around 1 octave or 2 octaves before the end. So the dampers end here. Because the strings are very short anyway, you don't really need dampers beyond there. But if you play this note, it's not very loud and it's not very dominant, so you don't need dampers there. And it would kill the sound too much to have dampers there, so they don't have them there on purpose. Just looking at the tapes here, the tapes are a bit old. We may change these. I think we'll change these when we change they're a bit brittle. They may be okay. They may need changing when we take them off. We'll see if they break. Oh, this one's broken, so we'll probably have to change all of them. And the flanges on the back of the hammer, which is just down here, down there is a little spring. My finger is down there. That loop's broken, so we're gonna have to change those one by one. Change every single one. So that's pretty standard for us for Yamahas. This happens in all Yamahas from the period. The good thing is that we're willing to do the work. So other things that we look for when we buy pianos, that make sure the bushings on the keys aren't worn out, the keys don't wobble too much, so that's important. And these seem okay, these seem fine, which is good. And obviously we'll look at other felts and parts and springs on the action when we take it out. Generally overall, it plays very well, it's very responsive, but we'll give it a check through once we've taken it out, check all the parts. And one of the important things when we buy a piano is to make sure the bridge isn't cracked or damaged. This piano was owned by a family of oil engineers. The man was from Holland, a very interesting gentleman, and he looked after it very well. He had it for his children. Children left home. He's old now, in his late 60s, and so there's no breakage on the bridge, no cracks, anything, which is good. No cracks on the other bridge, no cracks on the bridge, which is good. So that's fine. All the pedals, the pedal boards, good. We always check these kind of things, make sure everything's okay. We've cleaned the pedals already. There's a little bit of usage wear there. Apart from that, it's all good there. Springs are good. And the rubbers seem good on the pedal rods. These are all the kind of details that we look for when we recondition the piano. So these pedal rods, if they come damaged or anything, we'll change them, but they're okay. The overall action is very good actually. I was just said it got the Celeste rail on it, which works well for soft playing, but it also has action is very responsive. It's got a little bit of edge to it, like a little bit of brightness, but it's not overbearing. It's kind of got a rich sound to it, a little bit on the brighter side. We can mellow it down a little bit, but it's nice. It's very alive, the sound. Very vibrant. Very nice. Obviously the soft pedal always works, so I've never seen it not work, and I'm sure it can break, but that's fine. And then we look at things like, you know, like hammer wear on the back of the hammer butts, make sure that leather is fine. In this case it's fine. But we look at the regulation, so the let off is good. Let off is just about kissing the string, but actually we're going to have to redo it anyway because we're going to change the hammer flange, so that doesn't really matter. We're going to have to regulate the whole action. The hammer height, if you have the hammer height is incorrect, then you have what's called lost motion, where you play the key but the hammer does not engage with the whipping, so you have lost motion, you have lost control. And we do the let off so that you can get the hammer as close as you possibly can to the string before it comes off, which means you can play softly, which is, in this case, is excellent, but we're going to have to redo it anyway because when you put new hammer flanges on, you have to redo it. So this is a Yamaha from 1969. I think it's borderline 70s, 69. It's in great condition. Structurally it's excellent, the tuning's stable. We're going to have to do some work on the action to recondition it. So once we've done the work, it's already ready to try. We're waiting for the parts, but once the parts come in, it'll take us a couple of like a week to get it ready. And so call us before you come. But lovely sound. My name is Ed Roberts, Pianist Houston. Thanks for watching and see you here soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.